So there were two buyers, both wanted a home, but their stories turned out to be very different. So the first buyer bought a home in 2023. He loved it so much, he immediately paid down the option fee of 1%, about 15,000 back then. Then the next day, he started to talk to friends. Friends were giving him advice, opinions. He started to have regrets. Then he became very confused, so confused until he decided to just forgo the 1% and just give up that home. So down the road, he bought another 2-bed, 2-bath in another project. So he thought he made the right decision. So he stayed in it. But after a while, he realized that he felt the MRT distance was too far for him. His facing was not the best. He was constantly looking at maintenance going on. His neighbors were a bit noisy for his preference. And soon he just generally didn't enjoy the home. And then he decided to rent it out. Then something surprising happened. He went to the project that he walked away from the very beginning and rented a place there. So if you think about it, he rented out a place that he owns so that he could live in a project that he had always wanted. So 3 years later, we just met recently. He's looking to sell his current property. So when we did a bank valuation on paper, his property right now would have gone up by 100k, which is good. But the other home that he gave up at the very first time has gone up by 200k. Yes, money is important, but most importantly, he felt that he lost time, he lost opportunity, because if he had stayed on, he could have enjoyed the gains and he could have enjoyed the project that he already originally loved. So now we're looking to sell his current property to buy back to the same location that he has always wanted. Then the second buyer, I met him in 2024. I was marketing a 2-bed, 2-bath back then. That was how we met. And he was going through his own thought processes, and he was just asking whether or not within his budget, was it near a park because he loved to cycle. I mean, all these questions are great, but we took a step back to look at his future plans. He has a girlfriend, he might want to get married, might want to have kids. So we looked at his goals, we went through the checkpoints, we went through a simple decision framework. Ultimately, he made a decision that he could live with, he was happy with, that could still fit his lifestyle 5 to 10 years or even longer. In the end, he bought a different home. It was a bigger 3-bedder, still in the area that he loved. Today, just 2 years since we met, has already gone up by 117,000. So I mean, when you look at these two buyers, it's not matter whether one is lucky, one is unlucky, because both took action at the same time in the same market conditions. It boils back down to how did they make the decision. Because I always advocate to learn how to make a property decision for yourself. That's why we talk about using frameworks, we talk about using simple decision guidelines, because buying a home will be emotional. It is a huge financial commitment. There will be fears, there will be worries, there will be excitement, all jumbled together. And not forgetting there will be opinions, there will also be news articles. Because buying a home is not just for today. Buying the right home is something that you are happy with, it can still fit your lifestyle 5 to 10 years later or even longer.